This is Max and Mia podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Max and Mia, the show where we learn English together through amazing stories.
Hi there, I'm Mia, and I'm so excited to be here with you today.
And I'm Max. Today we have something really special for you. We're going to share some wonderful short stories that will help you improve your English in a fun and natural way.
That's right. These stories are great for learning new words, understanding grammar, and most importantly, enjoying the language.
Before we start, if you're enjoying our content, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps us out.
And make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. We love hearing from you too.
Absolutely! Leave us a comment below and tell us what kind of stories you'd like to hear next. We read every single one.
Your feedback means the world to us. Now, are you ready to dive into today's stories?
Our first story takes us to a busy office building downtown. Let's begin this exciting journey together.
Story number 1, the new job interview.
Excuse me, is this the office of Johnson & Associates? I'm here for the marketing assistant interview at 2 p.m.
Yes, welcome. You must be Sarah Martinez. I'm Tom Johnson, the marketing director. Please come into my office and have a seat.
Thank you so much. I'm actually 15 minutes early. I hope that's okay. I always try to arrive with plenty of time before important meetings.
That's excellent. Being punctual shows real responsibility. I've had candidates show up 30 minutes late without calling. Can I offer you some water or coffee?
Water would be wonderful, thank you. I have to admit, I'm quite nervous about this interview. This would be my first full-time position after graduating last month.
Don't worry. Everyone feels nervous during interviews. It's completely natural. I've looked at your resume, and I'm impressed with your academic background. Can you tell me about your internship experience?
Certainly. I spent 3 months at Creative Solutions, a small advertising agency downtown. I helped create social media content for 5 different clients and learned to analyze engagement data.
That's exactly the kind of experience we value here. Digital marketing requires practical knowledge. How do you handle working under tight deadlines?
I actually work better under some pressure. During my final year at university, I often had multiple assignments due the same week. I learned to organize my time carefully and focus on one task at a time.
Excellent time management skills. What are your long-term career goals? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I'd love to become a marketing manager leading my own team. I want to develop strategies that genuinely connect with customers. I believe this role would provide the foundation I need to reach that goal.
I appreciate your clear ambition, Sarah. Many candidates give vague answers about their future plans. Why did you choose our company specifically?
I researched your reputation online and read excellent employee reviews. Your company has amazing growth opportunities and promotes from within.
That's true. Many of our current managers started in entry-level positions. What would you say is your biggest strength?
I'm very organized and detail-oriented. During my internship, I never missed a deadline and caught several errors before content went live.
That attention to detail is crucial in marketing. What about your biggest weakness?
Sometimes I'm a perfectionist, which can slow me down, but I've been working on setting time limits for tasks to avoid overthinking.
Good self-awareness and improvement strategy. Do you have any questions about the company or this role?
Yes, several actually. What does a typical day look like for someone in this position, and what training opportunities are available?
You'd work closely with our 6-person marketing team on various campaigns, attend client meetings, and help with market research. We offer monthly training sessions and cover costs for relevant courses.
That sounds ideal for my interests and career development. How does the marketing team collaborate with other departments?
We work constantly with sales, customer service, and product development. Teamwork is essential here because marketing touches every aspect of the business.
I really enjoy collaborative environments. What do you personally enjoy most about working here?
The creativity and the supportive culture. We encourage new ideas and aren't afraid to try innovative approaches.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. A place where I can contribute fresh ideas while learning from experienced professionals.
Well, Sarah, I'm very impressed with your enthusiasm and qualifications. You've clearly done your research and have realistic goals.
Thank you. I'm genuinely excited about the possibility of joining your team and contributing to the company's success.
I'll be discussing your application with my team this afternoon, and we'll be in touch by Friday with our decision.
I appreciate your time and consideration, Mr. Johnson. I look forward to hearing from you soon.
And that's where our story ends. Sarah handled her interview really well, don't you think, Mia?
Absolutely. She was confident but not arrogant, and she asked smart questions. That's exactly what employers want to see.
Now let's move to our second story. This one takes us to a local supermarket where two strangers are about to help each other out.
Story number 2. Lost in the supermarket.
Excuse me, miss. I'm sorry to bother you, but I can't seem to find the baking section anywhere. Do you work here?
No, I don't work here, but I shop here every week, so I know it well. The baking aisle is number 7, right over there next to the frozen foods. What are you looking for exactly?
I need flour, sugar, and vanilla extract. My daughter's birthday is tomorrow, and I realized I don't have the ingredients to make her cake. I'm not much of a baker, but I want to try.
That's so sweet of you. How old is she turning?
She'll be 8. She loves chocolate cakes, so I found a simple recipe online. The problem is, I've never baked anything more complicated than toast.
Well, everyone starts somewhere. I used to be terrible at baking too. Now I make cakes for my whole family. What recipe are you following?
It's called Easy Chocolate Birthday Cake from a cooking website. It says it only takes an hour, but I'm worried I'll mess it up somehow.
That sounds like a good beginner recipe. Can I give you some advice? Make sure you measure everything carefully. Baking is more like science than art. You need to be exact with the amounts.
That's helpful, thank you. Should I get any special tools? The recipe mentions an electric mixer, but I only have a wooden spoon.
You can mix by hand, but it will take longer and your arm will get tired. There's a kitchen store next door that sells basic mixers for about $20. It might be worth the investment.
Good idea. What about the oven temperature? I'm always confused about that. My oven seems to cook things faster than recipes say.
Every oven is different. If yours runs hot, try lowering the temperature by 25 degrees. And here's a trick. Stick a toothpick in the center of the cake. If it comes out clean, the cake is done.
A toothpick? That's clever. I would never have thought of that. What about frosting? The recipe doesn't include instructions for that.
Store-bought frosting works fine for a first attempt. You can find it in aisle 8 with the other dessert items. Chocolate frosting would mark your cake nicely.
You're being incredibly helpful. I was feeling stressed about this whole baking adventure, but now I feel more confident.
I'm happy to help. There's nothing more special than a homemade cake, even if it's not excellent. Your daughter will love that you made it yourself.
I hope so. She's been asking for a birthday cake for weeks. Her mother used to make amazing cakes, but she's traveling for work this month.
I'm sure it will turn out great. And if something goes wrong, there's always the bakery section here as a backup.
True. That makes me feel better. By the way, what brings you here today? You seem to know every corner of this store.
I'm shopping for ingredients to make dinner for my elderly neighbor. She's been feeling sick lately, so I thought I'd make her favorite soup.
That's very kind of you. What kind of soup?
Chicken and vegetable soup. It's simple but comforting when you're not feeling well. I make a big batch so she can freeze some for later.
You're a wonderful neighbor. I should do more things like that for the people in my building.
Small acts of kindness make a big difference. Your daughter is lucky to have a father who cares enough to learn baking just for her birthday.
Thank you for saying that. And thank you for all the baking advice. I feel much more ready to tackle this cake now.
You're very welcome. I hope the birthday celebration is wonderful. Remember, even if the cake isn't beautiful, it will be made with love, and that's what matters most.
That's a beautiful way to think about it. Well, I should get those ingredients before I lose my courage. Wish me luck.
Good luck. I'm sure everything will work out wonderfully.
Thank you again. It was lovely meeting you. Have a great day.
You too. Enjoy the baking adventure.
What a heartwarming encounter. Sometimes the best help comes from unexpected places, doesn't it?
Exactly. Emma was such a generous soul, and David was so determined to make his daughter's birthday amazing. I love how strangers can become friends through simple acts of kindness.
Our third story takes us to the local library, where two university students are about to discover they make a great study team.
Story number 3, the library study session.
Excuse me, are you studying for Professor Wilson's history exam too?
Yes, I noticed your textbook. It's the same one we use. I'm Carlos, by the way. Are you in the Tuesday morning class?
Nice to meet you, Carlos. I'm Jessica, and yes, I'm in that class. I sit near the back, so you might not have noticed me. This exam is stressing me out completely.
I know exactly how you feel. There's so much information to remember. Dates, names, events. I've been here for 3 hours already, and I feel like I haven't made any real advancement.
Same here. I keep reading the same chapter over and over, but nothing seems to stick in my memory. Maybe we could study together. 2 minds are better than 1, right?
That's a brilliant idea. I find it easier to remember things when I discuss them with someone else. What topics are you most worried about?
Definitely the Industrial Revolution section. All those inventions and their dates are confusing me. And the social changes that happened during that time, I can't organize them in my head.
Oh, I actually understand that section quite well. My grandfather worked in a factory, so he told me lots of stories about industrial history. I could explain it to you.
That would be amazing. In exchange, I'm really good with the World War sections. I've watched tons of documentaries and read extra books about that era.
Deal. Let's start with the Industrial Revolution. So, imagine life before machines. Everything was made by hand, right? Then suddenly, inventors create machines that can do the work of 20 men.
Okay, that makes sense. But why did it start in England specifically?
Great question. England had 3 main advantages. Lots of coal for energy, many rivers for transportation, and colonies that bought their manufactured goods.
I never thought about it that way. So the geography actually helped the revolution happen there first.
Exactly. And think about this. Before factories, families made clothes at home. After the textile machines were invented, thousands of men and women moved to cities to work in big factories.
Right. And that created lots of social issues because cities weren't ready for so many new residents. Housing became crowded and expensive.
You've got it. Now you try explaining something to me. Tell me about the causes of World War I.
Okay, so imagine Europe as a neighborhood where everyone has made alliances with their friends. When one country gets into a fight, all their allies have to join in too.
That's a great analogy. So when Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia,
all the alliance systems activated like dominoes falling. Russia supported Serbia, Germany supported Austria-Hungary, France supported Russia, and Britain supported France.
And what was the immediate trigger that started everything?
The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in Sarajevo. One single event caused a chain reaction that involved most of the world.
Amazing how you explain that. It's much clearer than the textbook's dry explanation. You really have a talent for making complex topics understandable.
Thank you. You know, I was dreading this exam, but now I feel much more confident. Studying with you has made everything so much easier to grasp.
I feel the same way. We should definitely do this again for other exams. Maybe we could form a regular study group.
I'd love that. We could meet here every Tuesday evening. This library has such a nice, calm atmosphere for concentrating.
Agreed. And we could invite other students from our class. The more diverse viewpoints we have, the better we'll understand the material.
That's true. Maria sits near me and she always asks thoughtful questions in class.
And there's Ahmed, who takes excellent notes.
Great idea. A study group of 4 or 5 students would be ideal. Not too big to become chaotic, but large enough to cover all the topics thoroughly.
Should we exchange contact information so we can coordinate our meetings?
Absolutely. And we can create a shared document online where we can all add notes and questions.
I love how organized you are. This is going to make studying so much more efficient and enjoyable.
Thanks. You know, when I walked into this library today, I felt overwhelmed and alone. Now I feel like I have a real strategy for success.
That's exactly how I feel too. Sometimes the best solutions come from unexpected collaborations.
Well, we still have 2 hours before the library closes. Should we continue reviewing together?
Definitely. Let's tackle the economic effects of the wars next. I have some charts that might help visualize the information.
Sounds excellent. This is turning into the most effective study session I've ever had.
What a wonderful example of how collaboration can transform a stressful situation into a successful one.
I agree. Jessica and Carlos discovered that sharing knowledge doesn't just help you learn, it also builds great friendships along the way.
Our final story today takes us aboard a train where 2 travelers are about to share an unforgettable journey together.
Story number 4, the train journey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think this might be my seat. Let me check my ticket again.
No worries. I have seat 14A right by the window. What about you?
I have 14B, so we're sitting together. I'm Robert. Nice to meet you. This is my first time taking the train to Chicago.
I'm Elena. How exciting! You'll love the scenery along the way. I take this route at least twice a month for work. Are you traveling for business or leisure?
Actually, I'm visiting my son at university. He's in his final year studying engineering, and I wanted to surprise him for his birthday next week.
That's so thoughtful. I bet he'll be thrilled to see you. What made you choose the train instead of flying?
Honestly, I'm terrified of flying. I know it's silly, but I'd much rather take my time and enjoy the journey. Plus, I've heard the views are spectacular.
It's not silly at all. Many individuals share that fear. And you're absolutely right about the views, especially when we cross the mountains in about 2 hours.
Really? I brought my camera hoping to take some good shots. Photography is my hobby, though I'm still learning.
How wonderful! I love photography too. What kind of subjects do you enjoy shooting most?
Mostly landscapes and nature. There's something calming about capturing the beauty of the outdoors. What about you? What kind of work brings you to Chicago so often?
I'm a translator for international conferences. This month, there's a big medical conference with doctors from all over the world.
That sounds fascinating. How many languages do you speak?
4, fluently. English, Spanish, French, and Italian. I'm currently learning German, but it's quite challenging compared to the Romance languages.
Wow, that's incredible. I can barely manage English sometimes. How did you become interested in languages?
My family moved around a lot when I was young. My father worked for an international company, so we lived in different countries. I had to learn new languages to make friends and go to school.
That must have been difficult as a child, but what an amazing skill to develop. Do you enjoy the traveling aspect of your job?
Most of the time, yes. I love experiencing different cultures and meeting interesting individuals from various backgrounds. But sometimes I miss having a more stable routine.
I can understand that. I've worked at the same company for 25 years, so I can't imagine constantly changing locations.
25 years. That's wonderful job security. What field do you work in?
I'm an accountant for a manufacturing company. It's not the most exciting career, but it's steady and allowed me to raise my family comfortably.
There's great value in stability. And look how it enabled you to support your son through university. That's something to be really grateful for.
You're absolutely right. Sometimes I forget how fortunate we've been. Tell me, what's the most interesting conference you've ever worked at?
Last year, I translated at a climate change summit. Scientists from 30 different countries were sharing research about renewable energy solutions. It was inspiring to see so much international cooperation.
That does sound inspiring. My son is actually interested in environmental engineering. He wants to work on solar energy technology after graduation.
How fantastic! The world needs more young individuals dedicated to environmental solutions. He must be very motivated.
He is. Much more focused than I was at his age. I'm so admired by his determination to make a difference in the world.
Oh, Robert! Look outside! We're approaching the mountain section I mentioned. This is the most beautiful area of the entire journey.
Oh my goodness, this is absolutely breathtaking. The way the sunlight hits those cliffs is magical. Thank you for telling me when to look.
You're welcome. I never get tired of this view, even after seeing it dozens of times. Make sure you take lots of shots.
This is amazing. I'm so glad I chose the train. Flying would have meant missing all of this natural beauty.
Exactly. Sometimes the slower route gives us the most wonderful experiences. Life is about the journey, not just the destination.
That's beautiful wisdom. You know, when I got on this train, I was nervous about traveling alone. But meeting you has made this trip so much more enjoyable.
I feel the same way. It's been lovely sharing stories and seeing the scenery with fresh eyes with you.
Maybe we'll run into each other again on a future journey.
I'd love that. Safe travels, Robert, and I hope your son loves his birthday surprise.
What a delightful way to end our stories today. Robert and Elena turned a simple train ride into a meaningful connection.
I love how travel can bring together individuals from completely different backgrounds and create such genuine friendships.
And that brings us to the end of today's episode of Max and Mia. We've shared 4 wonderful stories with you, from Sarah's successful job interview to David's baking adventure.
Then we saw Jessica and Carlos discover the strength of studying together. And finally, Robert and Elena's beautiful train journey. Each story showed us something different about human connections.
These stories contained so many useful English expressions and vocabulary words. Remember, the best way to learn a language is through real conversations and situations like these.
That's right. We hope you noticed how natural dialogue flows, with interruptions, emotions, and genuine reactions. That's how English sounds in real life.
If any of today's stories resonated with you, or if you learned some new vocabulary, please let us know in the comments below. We love hearing about your English learning journey.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We release new episodes every week with fresh stories and conversations.
Before we go, here's a challenge for you. Try to use 3 new words or expressions from today's episode in your own conversations this week. Repetition makes everything better.
Exactly. Whether you're at work, school, or just chatting with friends, find ways to use your new vocabulary. That's how you'll truly make it your own.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Until next time, continue learning, continue listening, and most importantly,
continue having fun with English. See you soon on Max and Mia.
Goodbye, everyone.